Yes, sir. The schedule is here. I'm excited. This is the thing about these schedules. First of all, Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. This is the thing about these schedules. This is the main ingredient for a lot of these schedules. So what they do is they put the schedule out, and for some strange reason, I feel like that they let you know who you're playing. What's up, everybody? For some strange reason, I feel like they let you know who you're playing. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, we here. We here. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. For some strange reason, I thought we was live, but we wasn't. Let's let it brew. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who that for life? Yes, Lord, y'all losing to the Saints. Okay. Let me get a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can see me loud and clear, the picture's all good. Let's talk into it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this one, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about these key games and how we're gonna win some of these games. I'm going to talk about the schedule. I'm going to talk about, the placement of some of these games. It's just deeper into a schedule and saying what you think could happen. You know what I mean? When you're talking about these games like this, when you get a schedule, the first thing you want to do is look at where some of these guys may fall. Now, this schedule initially looked harder than what I thought it was going to be, but I think the schedule was lightening up now that I see how the games are stacked. So let's talk about it, man. Excuse me if I look at my phone for a little minute, because the schedule is on my phone. But we got to talk about it. So I know a lot of us know 11-5, maybe 12-4. I feel the same way. I definitely, I'm gonna start right there. I definitely see a double-digit win season. I definitely see a double-digit win season. Jason Wall says 13-3. Yeah. So for all you may know, we definitely do have the Washington Redskins week 1. That's not really a surprise, and it's at Washington. So I think that's a fairly easy matchup for us. This is how I feel about the Redskins. I think the Redskins have the opportunity to be the second best team in the division, because the Redskins have the second best coach in the division. That's proven in the NFL. So I'm very fortunate to have the Redskins week 1, because they're going to have some pieces they got to put together. They're going to be able to, they need to gel some things together. And we're already, for the most part, together with the core pieces, with the exception of our wide receivers. So having the Redskins week 1, I'm not opposed to it. We've had them week 1 last year. We've had them week 1 the Super Bowl season. I'm not opposed to having the Redskins week 1. I actually like it. It's on the road. You know what I mean? The Eagles travel well to Washington. 2.5 hours up the road, and I feel like it's going to be a game, and I also feel like it's going to be a body bag. So right off the rip right there, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles will be able to start this season 0-1. You know what I'm saying? And then we get the home opener against the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, who are we kidding? We absolutely own the Los Angeles Rams. But this is the thing about the Rams. The Rams do have Jalen Ramsey. You know what I mean? Jalen Ramsey is going to be able to, chase some guys around. The Rams do have Aaron Donald. I think we have the front four to put a lot of pressure on Jared Goff, and I think that's what we're going to do. So I think the Philadelphia Eagles will start the season off 2-0. So as of right now, you got the Redskins, then you got the Rams. And then you move down to the Bengals at home against the Bengals with a rookie quarterback. Come on, man. Not a lot to even be said about that. The Eagles are going to start the season off 3-0. 3-0. You know what I mean? And that's a good start for a team who's trying to go where I think they could start at. And then it gets tricky. You have to go to San Francisco. The Eagles play well on the road on the West Coast, but this will be the first test of the season for us. Do I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to drop this game? It's a possibility, but I think by the third game, we'll know what we have in the team. The San Francisco 49ers do have a really good defense, but you got to look at the 3 teams we play. The Washington Redskins. Let's talk about Ronald Darby. He should be able to be abused. Jalen Ramsey can't guard everybody. We have 4-3 speed now. You know what I'm saying? The Bengals, they're done. And the San Francisco 49ers, man. You never know who lost a step over there, man. Super Bowl hangover. Listen, don't be surprised if the Eagles are 4-0. Don't be surprised if the Eagles are 4-0. You're talking about the Redskins, the Rams, the Bengals, and Kyle Shanahan. Doug Peterson can outcoach all 4 of those teams off the rip just by the coach alone. You know what I'm saying? Even though Rivera's been in the Super Bowl, Shanahan's been in the Super Bowl, but you know what I mean? I can see the Philadelphia Eagles starting off 4-0, depending on how shaky the San Francisco 49ers look. But you know what? I'll say that's our first loss right there against the 49ers. I say the 49ers on the road, and it's a primetime game. 49ers under the primetime lights. I say we might drop that game. That's our first primetime game. Then you go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, in my opinion, Ben Roethlisberger hasn't played too much. You know what I'm saying? Ben Roethlisberger hasn't played too much. This game is at Pittsburgh. Eagles fans travel really well to Pittsburgh as well. I can see the Philadelphia Eagles at that point. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At that point, we'll be 5-1 if we drop the game to the 49ers. 4-1, I'm sorry. If you don't drop the game to the 49ers, you're starting off the schedule 5-0. 5-0. You know what I'm saying? You're starting it off 5-0. I like our odds already with the first 5 games. You know what I mean? The first 5 games, I really like our odds, and that's when it starts getting cold. A lot of people don't, you don't got to take that into consideration. October 11th, 1 o'clock at Pittsburgh, it starts getting cold. It starts getting cold. And, Pittsburgh is it's kind of weird because Pittsburgh is an AFC team. I don't understand how that's a 1 p.m. game on Fox. You know what I mean? And we're at Pittsburgh. I don't know. Maybe that's a typo. But I can see that being like a 4 o'clock game or something like that. The Baltimore Ravens, man, I think that's going to be a very, very interesting game. The Baltimore Ravens, week 6, they come to the link. So that's a good thing. I think we got the speed that we drafted to be able to, keep a nice spy on Lamar Jackson. I don't really see many unfavorable matchups for the Philadelphia Eagles. I really don't see it. If we can stop Baltimore's run attack, I believe we're going to blow Baltimore out. I don't believe in Lamar Jackson's arm like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to say that I'm going to say the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Ravens. I say our first loss will come to 49ers. So what would that have us at? That'll have us at 1, 2, 3, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. So at week 6, I got us at 5-1. I just do. I got us at 5-1 at week 6. You know what I mean? Then we go to another 8 o'clock game against the New York Giants, a Thursday night game actually. You know what I mean? We're going to beat the Giants. So that has us at 6-1 right now. You know what I mean? Then see this is where it gets critical though. From week 6, week 7, week 8, those are 3 straight home games. 3 straight home games. So the Baltimore, it starts a 3-game home stretch. Baltimore, we get them at home. The Giants, we get them at home, and then we get Dallas at home. That's 3 straight games, and then we go on to a bye. You see the importance of that stretch right there. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about week 6, week 7, and week 8 are at home. Our fans are going to love that because you get Baltimore, and then you get 2 division rivals, and then you go to a bye. That's good placement for us right now. If you can go into week 6 with only 1 loss, and your first loss coming from the San Francisco 49ers, and you're at 1, 2, 3, 4-1, if you can hit 4-1 by week 6, I don't think it's much that can stop you from losing the division. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about this roster that we put together in the offseason and with the draft picks. I don't think there's much that can stop you. You know what I mean? Going up against the Baltimore Ravens with only 1 loss and 3 straight home games, I think we're good to go, man. I think we're good to go. Baltimore's going to be a tough game. That's kind of up in the air for me. It's a 1 o'clock game, CBS. Then you got a Thursday night game after that with the Giants. We're going to beat the Giants and we're going to beat Dallas. So we could possibly be going into week 9 with 1 loss, 2 losses. Hypothetically, say you can lose to the 49ers and the Ravens. That still have you at 1, 2, 3, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2. I'm sorry, 5-2. That has you at 5-2 by week 9. 5-2 by week 9. Let me make sure I got that right. 1. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-2 by week 9. You know what I mean? That's good, man. If you can go into your bye at 6-2, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. And people don't understand the importance of the first place roster. A lot of people were saying like this is why I was saying Dallas was going to lose the playoffs, because they had a first place roster. You know what I mean? We have a first place roster. You know what I mean? That first place roster came in handy with Dallas because they couldn't beat a lot of the good teams. They were only able to beat up the teams that they were supposed to beat up on. You know what I mean? That's why I say, man, this roster stuff really matters. So if you go into the bye with 2 losses, you're in good shape. Then you come off of the bye against the Giants again, who'll probably be defeated around that time of the season. So what does that put you at? 7-2. Then you get the Browns. I just do not believe in Baker Mayfield. We're going to beat the Browns. You know what I mean? You're going to beat the Browns. And then then after week 12, I'm sorry, after week 11, I believe the schedule gets real. It gets real. Lucky some of these games are at home because you get Seattle coming to the Philadelphia. You got Seattle coming to Philadelphia. Hey, thank you all for the donation. Sorry if I miss them. You get Seattle coming to Philadelphia. Then you go to Green Bay. You go to Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? I repeat, you go back to Lambeau, and we could beat Aaron Rodgers again. We've done it. You get the Saints. You know what? A lot of you Saints fans. Let me tell you something about you Saints fans. I like this matchup this year. The Philadelphia Eagles will beat the New Orleans Saints. I'm ready to put money on that. I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just look at a roster and y'all see, oh, the Saints versus the Eagles. We beat the Eagles a bunch of times, and you have. But listen to this. Drew Brees is coming to the link in December. December. It's really cold in December. You know what I mean? Drew Brees is used to playing against Tampa Bay where it's hot. You know, they get Tampa early in the season sometime. You know what I mean? Used to playing against Carolina when it's warm. It's a warm game for them. Atlanta's in the dome. You know what I'm saying? The Saints literally have every season at least 9 dome games. All of their home games. And then that when they go play the Falcons. Come on, man. He's not gonna be ready to come to the link in his brisk. He not. Then December 20th, we go to Arizona. Then we get Dallas again for the second matchup. December 27th. For some reason, it's always around Christmas at Dallas. Hey, Travis, man, thank you for the donation. You know what I'm saying? And then we end with Washington. You know what I mean? What's good, little bit? I mess with you tough, my guy. Been trying to catch you, but I'm always at work. But much respect. Keep doing what you do. Hey, I appreciate you, Trav. Real talk. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. So, so this is kind of weird. So this is what they're saying about our schedule. This is an analysis from Bleacher Report. The Eagles have the 8th easiest schedule in terms of opponents' 2019 winning percentage. You know what I mean? Now when you break down this schedule right here, it's actually easier than what I thought. I'll explain why. It's easier because the way it's spread out. It's not. It's you know what I mean? Let's break the schedule down by quarterback. You know what I mean? Let's break it down by quarterback. You got Dwayne Haskins first. Who's scared of Dwayne Haskins? Break it down by quarterback. I'm trying to tell you. Break it down by quarterback, and then you'll start to see the way I think and why I've been mostly right about the Eagles making the playoffs for 3 straight seasons now. Break it down by I've been right about it. Listen, since I've been on YouTube, I don't know no losing season. I don't know one. I don't know a season that didn't end in the playoffs or end in us hoisting the Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? I think of these things in terms of the quarterbacks that we play. Dwayne Haskins, food. Dwayne, right here. It's Dwayne. Come on, man. It's Dwayne Haskins. Then you're talking about Jared Goff. Jared Goff been food since the Super Bowl. Since he blew it in the Super Bowl, he been food. You know what I mean? Then the kid that the Bengals just took, what's his name? The dude from LSU, Burrow. Food. He's a rookie. I'm not expecting him to go toe-to-toe with Wentz. Food. 49ers, Garoppolo is food. Food. I don't believe in Garoppolo. Now you see where I'm starting to go with this? Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger ain't play all season last year. Out of shape, not known for working out and getting his body right in the offseason. Listen, see where I'm going with it now. Lamar Jackson, food. If you stop him from running, the last game I saw from Lamar Jackson, he looked like food. Looked like food. They forced him to throw the ball, put an active spy on him, and he couldn't get it done. Come on, man. Giants, Daniel Jones. I actually like Daniel Jones. I see real upside and potential in Daniel Jones, but food. Still food. You know what I mean? Then the Cowboys. Come on, man. You talking about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott didn't have one game-winning drive last season. Dak Prescott might end up – this might be an Andy Dalton game. Food. Both food. QB1, food. QB2, food. You know what I'm saying? Then we get a bye. Then we go back to Daniel Jones. Food. Baker Mayfield. Food. Russell Wilson, elite. Now you getting to Russell Wilson, you talking elite. You talking elite. Aaron Rodgers can be dangerous, but I'm not gonna say he's elite anymore. I'm just not gonna throw a lead out for Aaron Rodgers like everybody else do. Aaron Rodgers and Carson Wentz through the last 3 years statistics. Y'all wouldn't even be talking about Aaron Rodgers if that was his name. If you really look at his last 3 years, so Aaron Rodgers. They just drafted a quarterback. Who knows where his headspace going to be at? But Aaron Rodgers is dangerous. Russell Wilson is dangerous. Make no mistake about it. Drew Brees in the cold outside the dome. Food. A stationary target. Ain't gonna do a bunch of scrambling. Food. Kyler Murray. I'm not gonna say food, but he food. Second year player. You know what I mean? Then Dak again or Andy Dalton, food. And Dwayne Haskins, food. Dwayne Haskins will probably be benched by the last game of the season. So I gave you it by team, then I gave you it by quarterback. Who do you who realistically on our roster can shoot it out with Carson Wentz with weapons? Who realistically that we play could do that? Besides Russell, besides Aaron, and besides Drew. I don't see nobody else that can shoot it out with him. I'm sorry. I see a bunch of young quarterbacks that we play. I see a bunch of overhyped young quarterbacks that we play. You know what I'm saying? And I feel really good. I feel really good about this schedule in terms of how our defense improved and the quarterbacks we play. Because mind you, Carson Wentz don't play the other quarterback. Carson Wentz plays these guys' defenses. So now let's look at the schedule from a different perspective, from the defenses that we play. And if Carson Wentz can have his way with them. The Washington Redskins, Ronald Darby's going to start. Carson going to cook Darby. He's going to cook Darby. Come on. The Los Angeles Rams, they lost a nickel corner. We got the dude Roby. They safeties are a little old. They got Donald. You know. Actually, that's not a game you could sleep on. It's the Rams game. The Bengals. Come on, man. I don't even know if they had a Pro Bowler last year. The 49ers have a defense. Carson Wentz is going to be able to do what he got to do against that defense as well. You know what I mean? The 49ers. So far, you're looking at two okay defenses. I'm not going to say the Rams are okay defense, but the first real defense you play is in Week 4 against San Fran. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh, their defense really did improve when they got Minka Fitzpatrick for sure, but it's not an elite defense. The Baltimore Ravens do have a good defense. So you got two good defenses in the first 6 games. The Giants do not have a good defense. The Cowboys do not have a good defense. The Giants, again, do not have a good defense. The Cleveland Browns don't have a good defense or a good quarterback. Seattle, they got pieces on defense, but if they don't get Clowney back, they lose a pass rush. The Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of Boom is done. They don't have a good defense either. Green Bay does not have a good defense. The New Orleans Saints, they have an okay defense. Arizona don't have a good defense. Dallas again and Washington again. Every way you look at this, the division is ours. There's no way you can't look at it and see the division is ours. And we have a first place roster. I'm gonna tell you something. These last place rosters that the Dallas Cowboys got, and Dallas Cowboys got a second place roster. Who came in last in the division? The Skins. These last place rosters are probably going to be tougher than these first place rosters. Because listen, this is what you're gonna understand about the Philadelphia Eagles. When we won the Super Bowl, we had a last place roster because we just came in last in the division. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a team that emerges good that nobody thinks is going to be good. On our schedule that I see, I don't see that team. The only team that has a chance to be better than what they were last year, realistically, are the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland always got a chance because they keep putting weapons around that burger. You know what I mean? But listen, man, I'm not worried about this schedule at all. I'm actually really excited, man. Let's look at some comments. Lane Johnson going to eat Nick Bosa alive. True. And then these Redskins fans, man. No, I'm not sleeping on Arizona at all. I'm not sleeping on Arizona. Never. Listen, I don't sleep on anybody. We need every win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about I only see like 2 or 3 games that we should sweep the division this year. None of them got good. They all made mistakes in the draft, if you ask me. None of them got good. Brunson, what do you think about the Bengals? Nothing. It's the Bengals. My birthday, October 18th. The Ravens game look real good right about now. Pull up. I'll be there. I want to see Lamar in person. LB 4-2. LB, can I get a wrench? I got you. I got you after the stream. LB, you've been Crystal Ball Brunson since your first YouTube video saying we was winning the Super Bowl. Lenny, man, I'm glad you got a good memory, Lenny. I'm glad you got a good memory. You know what I'm saying? This this is the thing. If I was a Dallas Cowboys content creator, I wouldn't say we're gonna win the Super Bowl because it don't make sense. I'm not just when I say we're gonna make the playoffs and win a division, I have it's not a gut feeling. It's I believe we got the best quarterback and the best coach, and we got the best veteran pieces on our ball club. I believe we got the best offensive line in the division. They could try to hype Dallas up. They could do whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. We don't have the best running back in the division, but we got the best young run back. We got the best young running back in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I believe we got the fastest wide receiver core in the division now. And I don't think I don't think anybody got good enough. I don't think anybody has the corner capacity in the NFC East to stop us. Period. So at the minimum, we're going to repeat win a division. You know what I mean? But I got us going to the NFC Championship this year. Real talk. We are 3 drop touchdown passes away from having a bye last year. You hear me? If we catch that touchdown pass against Detroit, you know what I'm saying? We catch that touchdown pass against Atlanta. What that put us at? Y'all do the math. 11 wins. 11 wins. And we don't drop that game to the Dolphins. 12 wins. 12 wins. 12 wins. We had no punt return unit. We had nothing last year. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to start off with better field position, and a lot of these teams are in trouble. A lot of these teams in trouble, man. I'm telling you right now, a lot of these teams on this roster are in trouble. Baltimore's in trouble. Seattle's in trouble. We're going to be a lot of these good teams that we play. We're going to be a lot of their toughest games of the season. I think we put together a roster. Hear me out. We put together a roster that is back to blowing people out. We're not inching away any games in the last second. We are here to blow people out this season, and the roster's been set up to do such. You know what I'm saying? The roster's been set up to do such. Birdman said, with some solid QB pressure inside and outside, a solid linebacker, we're 19-0. I feel you, man. I feel you. The linebackers got better. The interior pass rush got better. You know what I mean? And the schedule was looking like creme brulee, like boysenberry pie. The schedule was sweet to me. Sweet. Couple games that I'm circling. I'm circling the Saints and I'm circling Seattle. You know what I'm saying? I'm circling the Saints, I'm circling Seattle, and I'm circling the first meeting against Dallas. Everybody else, you know what I mean? I don't really care about the 49ers. I want to see it, but I think we're going to beat the 49ers. You know what I mean? Cowboys got a harder schedule than us. I didn't even look at the Cowboys schedule, but I'm pretty sure they do because ours ain't hard, and this is a first place schedule. A first place schedule. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. This is the thing. Than everybody not looking at. See, these are our first place teams we play. These are our first place teams we play. Where is it at? Where the schedule at? Our first place teams we play are as such. You know what I'm saying? The Saints, I believe the Packers. That's it. I think you get 2 first place out of place teams. Yeah, the Saints and the Packers. Those are our first place teams. Had we been Dallas or somebody else, we would be playing the Bucks because they were a last place team. That's why we don't have the Bucks. They were a last place team. You see what I'm saying? But the Bucks turned into a legitimate contender. So the Bucks are going. See, the Bucks have a last place schedule. They're playing a bunch of sweetie pies. And they put all that firepower together, man. That's how these schedules are made. That's how these schedules are made. Do Dallas play the Bucks? Do Dallas play the Bucks? You know what I'm saying? That's how the schedule always works. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, you still got to go out there and you still got to play the game and you still got to do what you got to do. Period. But these teams that were good last year that we play, like Green Bay was a good team last year, but last year Green Bay was on a decline. Let's be real. Green Bay was on a decline. The Saints were a good team last year, but let's be real about the Saints. Let's be real about the Saints. Drew Brees is probably a couple hits away from missing a couple games. Why do you think they keep tripling down on quarterback? We played Seattle. Seattle was a wild card team. Seattle division is very, very hard, very, very competitive. Seattle won a bunch of games by the skin of their teeth last year, including our game in the regular season. You know what I mean? The Browns, like, come on, man. A lot of these guys, man. A lot of these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. It looked hard. It looked hard. It looked hard in the beginning because some of these guys came out the Super Bowl. A lot of these people lost a lot of pieces, man. And I think the schedule was easier than what a lot of people are gonna think about, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's easier than what a lot of people think. Bucks only have the Giants side of our division. Okay, okay. Bucks gonna have us in the playoffs. Mark my words. We're gonna play the Bucks in the playoffs, and we're gonna finish Tom Brady this time. Dallas got the Falcons. I think the Falcons might have improved a little bit, though. The Falcons might have improved a little bit. I want them Saints and them Seahawks bad. Who you telling? Who you telling, man? I want them bad too. I got Philly going 12-4, maybe 13-3. I got us winning at least 11 games. LB, I'm going to that Seattle game. It's the day after my birthday. You turning 17, huh? Happy birthday, young scallion. When is the Seattle game? I don't think I want to be at that one, man. I really want to. I want to see Lamar in person. Um, yeah. Somebody just texted me. I guess I'm taking that $50, and our schedule looks very easy. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Can't talk sports with everybody, man. A lot of people gonna be mad at me this year, man. Mad at me when I win these bets, when I make these videos talking about how garbage y'all teams is. It's gonna be brutal this season. Brutal, brutal. NFC Championship round at minimum. That's what I said. NFC Championship at the minimum. We would have been there last year, didn't we? Have if we didn't have the injuries. The key critical touchdown pass. Listen, do y'all know if these dudes would have caught the ball last year, Carson Wentz would be a legend right now. He would be talked about as a legend. A legend. We had 8 drop touchdown passes. Do you know how bad that is? Game winners. Nelson Aguilar dropped 2 game winners. You hear me? 2. We had 12 wins. If you catch 3 balls, you got 12 wins. I think he dropped the game winner against the Patriots. Or was that a game tying drop? Game tying one. Come on, bruh. Crazy drops against Detroit. If Nelson Aguilar would catch fucking, I can give you 4 passes. If this dude would have caught these 4 passes, we would have 12 wins. Come on, bro. I'm glad. I'm good. You know what I mean. And I respect Nelson for everything he did. But wow, how do I feel about the whole roster? Like with the additions, I feel really good about the roster this year. I feel good about Sidney Jones. I feel good about Nicole Roby Coleman. I feel good about Crevion LeBlanc. I feel good about Big Play Slay. I feel good about Javon Hargrave. The whole roster just got a makeover, bro. It's gonna be a different team. It's gonna be a top. I think it's gonna be a top 10 defense, probably with a top 10 offense. All we got to do is get that one power back, and I think we back to championship football. We're back to championship football. You know what I mean? If these wide receivers, but now we know these dudes are fast. I pray to God that some of them can run routes and run. I pray to God, because just being fast just don't cut it. I pray to God some of these guys can run routes and run, man. Jalen Mills moved to safety. Word. Do I think we could run the table? Nah, I'm not looking to run the table. I'm not. I'm looking for the last. I'm looking for the last game of the season. We sitting our players out for a bye. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to get a bye. We want a bye so we can go back to the Super Bowl. I'm still not sold on the secondary. Well, I'm very much sold on the secondary. I'm not sold on Jim Schwartz's scheme. Because Darius Slay is the only one that could play the way Jim Schwartz likes to play, and that's one on one with that little inch of space. He the only one. And you know what the thing is this, man. I don't even think Darius Slay is going to give him that little bit of space. I think our corners were given so much space because they didn't believe in their technique. Darius Slay is going to be able to be up on you, man. It's going to take you a lot to beat Darius Slay. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Darius Slay, listen, Darius Slay can take away Amari Cooper. Nicole Roby Coleman is one of the best slot cornerbacks in the league. We're not even talking about him enough. You think he ain't gonna be able to shut down CeeDee Lamb, a little boy, a little lamb chop right out of college? Come on, man. He gonna shut lamb chop down. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the season to start, man. I can't wait. Everybody talking about CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Well, listen, I feel like we was ahead of the game. We got Nicole Roby Coleman to shore up the slot. Listen, we shored up the slot and the outside. If Sidney Jones come back halfway decent from this training that he going through, man, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. We're not worrying about lamb chop play along. Yeah, I wanted him. I don't want him no more. Yeah, see, y'all keep forgetting about Coleman, man. Hey, stop forgetting about Coleman. Stop forgetting about Coleman. Beast in the slot. Stop forgetting about Coleman. You know what I mean? No, CeeDee Lamb is not that fast. And this is not what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna crap on CeeDee Lamb name because he played for the Dallas Cowboys now. But CeeDee Lamb is gonna be a non-factor. I'm telling you, man, I can smell it. CeeDee Lamb is gonna be a non-factor. A non-factor. You know what I mean? A non-factor. And you know, I don't understand this about the media. They want to give the Dallas Cowboys such a high grade, but it's like I just don't get it. I don't get it. So say I own a Lamborghini. I own a Lamborghini. I like to go fast. I'm known for driving my Lamborghini and going fast. Why would I buy the same color Lamborghini and do it again? I'm already successful with the Lamborghini, and that's what they did, man. That's what they did. They had a great passing attack, and they added the so-called best wide receiver in the draft to this passing attack. Uh, I don't think so, man. I think the best wide receivers in this draft, man. I think it's gonna go to Justin Jefferson, and I think it's gonna go to I think it's gonna be Justin Jefferson, Van Jefferson, and Jalen Rager. You know what I mean? Dallas gets a C, we get a B plus. You know what I mean? I feel like these sports analysts and these guys, you know, when they talk about, you know, our draft, what they didn't do was see all they did was single in, they zoned in on the second round pick. It was a terrible pick. We all know that. But when you look at the draft as a whole and the needs we needed to fill the need of wide receiver and linebacker in that draft because we shored up the secondary in free agency. It was all a plan. It was very well executed. Very well executed. You know what I'm saying? Very well executed, man. These guys, they're not gonna give us our respect again. They didn't even give us our respect when we won the Super Bowl. So I don't expect them to see the vision. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect them to see it. You know what I mean? I don't expect them to see it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and all of that stuff too, man. We almost up to 12K, man. We keep growing. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for a couple people to go to games. I think I'm gonna pay for 5 games this year. 5 games. Your seat gonna be right next to me, man. We doing it big this year. Especially if they open everything up. We're doing it big. We doing it big. I know some of y'all live out of town, man. All you gotta do is get your flight, get your telly. Your ticket is gonna be waiting right next to me. Ticket is gonna be waiting. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. The ticket is gonna be waiting. So all you gotta do, man. Wentz MVP, he got a real good shot. I like his odds. I like his odds. Definitely like his odds. I got you with the wrench, man. I got you with the wrench. I got you with the wrench. So now let's talk about some games that I plan on attending. Let's talk about some games that I plan on attending. So I'm definitely gonna be at week one. My man Ricky watching the live. The Ravens is a loss. Saints is a loss. Seahawks is a loss. Green Bay, we got a chance. San Francisco is a loss, and Cardinals a loss. Probably 10-6. Cardinals a loss. So Red, you watching this? So you gonna group the Cardinals in with Green Bay, Seattle, the Ravens, and San Francisco. What make y'all think Green Bay is a loss and we beat Green Bay? We beat Green Bay with no wide receivers. So until otherwise, I'm not gonna say they a loss. We're not losing to Seattle and the Saints. It's not happening. We're not losing to the Saints December 13th in the cold. You know what I mean? I gotta holler at my man Red. Red just sent me this negative text, man. That joint just irked me a little bit. But these the games that I plan on attending. I don't know if I'm going to travel somewhere this season. The first game of the season is not traveling to me because I live in the DC area, but I'm going to be at week one if they have crowds there. I'm going to be at week one for sure. I'm not going to go to that Rams game. No, even though it's the season opener. I don't know, but I'm gonna be at week one. Um, yeah. I can't let two home games go by and not be there. I might go to week one and week two. As of right now, I'm gonna go to week one and week two for sure. Damn, I wish Baltimore was in Baltimore. I would definitely go to Baltimore because it's closer than going to Philly from where I live. So I'm gonna go to week one and week two. Then I'm gonna go to week six. Yeah, that's cool. Week one, week two, week six. Then I'm gonna go to week 12. Shit, I don't know, man. I gotta choose between week six and week eight. That's Dallas. It's so many games. It's so many games. I'm gonna go to week one, week two, and week eight. Then I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to one, two, and eight. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna go to one, two, and eight. And then I'm gonna go to the one, two, eight, and 14. And 17, just for kicks. No, I ain't gonna go to 17. I'm gonna go to one, two, eight, and 14. That sounds about right. I'm going to week one, week two, week eight, and week 14. And those are games that I want to pay for somebody to go to. Week one, week two, week, what did I say? Week one, week two, week eight, and week 14. Do you gotta pay for kids to get in? I don't know. I don't take no kids to the game. I'm be in that joint drinking. Walking around from tailgate to tailgate. Go to the Ravens game. I gotta space it out, man. Because listen, if I go to week one, week two, I can't just pop out again and go to week six. I mean, I can. I can't go to two then. I gotta go to week one, and that's too much time in between. I gotta go to week one, and then I gotta go to week six. Yeah, I would have to go to week one and week six. I could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go to week one, week six, week eight, and week 14 for the Saints. Somebody said yes, you can. Pats versus Philly preseason. Let's go. Huh? Dallas home game. Yeah, I'm going to Dallas home game. Carson is overrated with weak bones. Never broke a bone though. I live here in Philly. How do I get picked? What was the one you said your birthday was? You turning 17. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I gotta listen, man. You gotta be listen. If you come into the game, you gotta be 21. You gotta be 21. Now I could buy you a ticket by share for your birthday, but you can't sit next to me. Can't sit next to me, buddy. I might have a flask. I might be in there getting ripped, talking my talk. You know what I mean? I don't want you. I don't want you. You know, I don't want to have a bad impression on you. So yeah, email me by share. I'll buy you a ticket for your birthday for that week. You know what? I don't even think you're going to a game that I'm going to, so I'll still buy you a ticket, so you won't have to see me in rare form. What do you say? You see MIA and New York and MIA and New York Jets play back-to-back games. What do you mean back-to-back games? Miami and the Jets play back-to-back games. I'm confused. Have you and 500 met in person? No. Feel like we did though. But you a real one, man. Well, I'm just doing what I gotta do. Stop lying to yourself, bro. I don't know who you talking to, Juan. Juan Esteban. Fuck out of here. We gotta link up and hit some home games. Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I hope E-Rock do the Philly. I hope E-Rock keep doing the podcast thing again, man. I mean, not the podcast, the tailgates, man. I hope E-Rock really does do the tailgates, man. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Definitely gonna be lit. LB, what's the toughest? LB, what's the toughest road game to you? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. The toughest road game is probably gonna be. I think it's probably gonna be Seattle. Not Seattle. I'm going to say out of San Fran. I think it's gonna be San Fran. It could be San Fran, or I don't think Arizona's gonna be a tough road game for us because it's warm over there. So I think we would love to go over there December 20th. You know what I mean? But I think it's definitely gonna be Seattle. Or it could be week 16 at it could be week 16 at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we have the division sewn up by then. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have the division locked up by week 15. And our last two games don't mean nothing. It's out of reach for everybody. The last two division games don't mean nothing. So that means we gotta take care of business against teams like the Bengals. We gotta take care of the Bengals. We gotta take care of Pittsburgh. We gotta take care of the Giants, Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take care of them games. We gotta take care of Los Angeles too. You know what I mean? We gotta take care of Washington. We gotta take care of the first game, Washington. We gotta take care of the Rams. We gotta take care of the Bengals. You gotta take care of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of the Giants twice. You see what I'm saying? You gotta take care of the Browns. And you got to pick your poison. You can't lose to Seattle, Green Bay, New Orleans, and Baltimore and San Francisco. You can't lose to all five of them teams. You have to beat some of them teams. I'm telling you. And the weakest link out of those teams, in my opinion, is Green Bay. Green Bay is the weakest link. The second weakest link, in my opinion, is the Saints. You know what I mean? Well, not the Saints. I'm sorry, Seattle. No, you know, actually, I think the second weakest link after Green Bay is San Francisco, bro. San Francisco. You have to beat San Francisco, you have to beat Green Bay, and you have to take advantage of Lamar Jackson not being that talented of a thrower right now. You got to take advantage of those things, man. If your last two games don't mean nothing. If you don't want the last two games to mean anything, because you got it locked up, you got to take care of these games, man. And that's how I feel. 8-8, we made it to the playoffs. E-Rock shut down the tailgates, I think. Yeah, hopefully he didn't, man. I'm gonna text him and see, man, if it's still going down. San Fran hitting the slump. I could see that. Rams. I think the Rams game is a gimme. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Rams game is a gimme. Um, yeah, the Rams game is a gimme to me. I'm not worried about the Rams. Cowboys sweeping the Eagles easily. What do I think about the Clowney talk? I mean, let's be real about Jadeveon Clowney, man. Although Jadeveon Clowney is an attractive name, he has an okay motor. You know, he's actually has a really high motor. Jadeveon Clowney wasn't no more productive than Derek Barnett. If you look at the stats, Jadeveon Clowney was just doing his job. He didn't do anything better than Derek Barnett did last season, and I think Derek Barnett he underperformed. You know what I'm saying? I think Everson Griffin would be a much more attractive pickup. Much more attractive pickup. I think Everson Griffin, he don't got the name, but Everson Griffin is a monster still, man. That's an attractive pickup. I don't want Jadeveon Clowney for the price he asking for. Clowney and Sweat productively are similar. Exactly. Exactly. Everson Griffin is out there. Yeah, I do want Everson Griffin. Hey, Banks Wallen. No Clowney. Uh, it's time. No, it's time to chop Joe Boo head off and give it to Philly 500. Yeah, Philly 500 win that bet. When he win that bet and he chopped that dial head off, I need that dial head. I'm gonna ask Philly 500, can he mail that dial head to me so I can do something special with it? I can do something special with it. Send it upstate to my homies in the pen. Make them take Joe Boo to jail. Clowney had a lot of quarterback pressures. A lot of people did. Eagles' schedule is rugged. We like that though. I think it's easy. Rams get anything good off season for not having Gurley? Nah, I think the Rams did draft the running back though. Yo, LB, just saw the schedule. We got two tough 3 game stretches. Mm, I saw one tough 3 game stretch. I saw one tough 3 game stretch. But the again, let's we're gonna talk about the schedule one more time before I sign off for tonight. I got a video in the works tomorrow. We're gonna get that together. But this is the schedule again, man. Week 1 at Washington. Oh yeah, week 1 at Washington. Then we come home for the Rams. We come home for the Bengals, and we go to San Francisco. Then we go to Pittsburgh. Week 6, we're home again for the Baltimore Ravens. Week 7, Thursday night, the New York Giants. Week 8, Dallas Cowboys, the first meeting, primetime game. So we got 2 primetime games in a row. We got Thursday night. Yeah, so we'll have a longer rest for the primetime game for Sunday night, I think it is, on NBC. Yeah. So week 7, we play Thursday, and then we don't have to play. We don't have to play again until next Sunday night. A lot of rest, man. A lot of rest. Then you get a bye. So rest on top. We should be really, really refreshed. Then week 10, you get the Giants. Week 11, you get Cleveland. Week 12, you're home for Seattle. Week 13, you're at Green Bay. That could be a tough game going to Lambeau for sure. Week 14, you're back home against the Saints. So you're saying 2 tough 3 game stretches. So one would be so we don't have 3 straight games on the road this year. So I feel good about the 3 game stretches. You talking about this one? You talking about Green Bay, New Orleans, and Arizona? That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough right there. I agree. That is kind of tough. That's tough. And then you must be talking about San Fran, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. Yeah, that's another tough one. It's kind of tough. But we're gonna take care of business, man. It's the NFL, man. So I'm gonna sign out for the night, man. I gotta get some rest. Gotta get up early, man. There it is. That's the schedule. The schedule is definitely. I'm looking at 11 wins minimum. I think if we can get like 12 wins or something like that, I think we're looking at getting a bye this season, man. I think we're in good shape. I really do, man. I'm not afraid of this schedule, nor am I afraid of 90% of the quarterbacks that we play, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comments.